Hey, welcome everybody to the first untitled podcast for Food Tribe. We haven't come up with a title yet. Hopefully, we can come up with one soon. I would like to introduce y'all today to the leader of Fuel Injection Podcast and Fuel Injection Tribe, Leila Lopez Marks. Howdy.
Hey, how's it going, Doug?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. If we can make it through this, we'll be doing fantastic. I'd also like to introduce y'all to Jane Fyffe, FoodTribe's resident ramenologist. So glad to have you guys here, and it's probably a whole lot better than being out here by myself. So
that would be a bit lonely.
Yeah, that first video to tell what I was wanting to do was rough. I have been so used to recording with other people, you guys and stuff, that once I realized I was the only one, oh, it was terrible. It was so, I don't want to do that anymore.
Well, hopefully you won't have to.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. It seems like quite a few people want to participate in this, so hey. Good for me. So
yeah.
Okay. You had a thing you wanted to do about Clarkson?
Yeah. So all you Drive Tribers and Food Tribers probably saw a little post by our good friend Ben Wellham. It is Jeremy Clarkson's birthday today. He is, I think, 61 today. So happy birthday to him. Hope it's going fantastic, and best wishes from all of us.
Happy to Clarkson for sure.
Back to you, Doug.
Yeah, I noticed it this morning. I was going over Jane your post on FoodTriber's that we would like to go see and stuff like that. And that's a really hard topic to kind of get into because there is so many people that on FoodTribe that I would love to go see. I mean, go ahead, sorry.
I said that is for sure, because everybody, there's a little something you want from almost everybody you come across.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. I was going through my short list and it wasn't so short. Well, even you was on there, Leila. I was like, man, I tell you what, go hang out in your neighborhood and just look at all the cool cars going by. I was like,
definitely, yeah.
So
go take the Jag out.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll find a good place to go eat because, well, heck, you just celebrated your birthday not long ago, didn't you?
I did, yeah. We have some fantastic places down in Texas, yeah.
Hey, Texas barbecue.
Oh yeah, we got plenty of that. We've got some good steakhouses. We've got some good hot dog and hamburger joints. Doug, shout out to you though. We've got even some good sandwich shops, yeah. So we got a good mix of everything.
Yeah. So get some burgers, some barbecue, and go look at some cars going by. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah. And I think every Saturday, like the first Saturday of every month, there's a few local car shows that happen. So like vintage and modified cars, and JDM and all these different types. So there's a lot of cool stuff going on there too. Yeah.
That would be a lot of fun. Cars and food. Yeah, I'm in there. I'm good. So, but I was thinking, I thought, the people I would love to go see would be, I would have to go see John Coleman. He'd have to be on my list.
Mm-hmm. That'd be a long flight.
Yeah. I really don't want to go to Australia in a way because everything there wants to kill you. Except John Coleman.
Maybe even John Coleman. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, if it's Ben Wellham, definitely.
I'm just afraid that if I go see John Coleman, it'd be a great time, but he's only going to want to feed me McDonald's. So no.
Who knows what Aussie McDonald's is like? Oof.
Oh, yeah. Maybe it's better than ours. I mean,
maybe.
Much worse. It really can't.
I mean, I'm not trying to hate on Aussie McDonald's. I'm just saying I've never had it, so I don't know. I can't attest how good or bad it is.
No.
Yeah.
Of course, going down for the good old Kanger banger, as they call it, that would be great. I think that would be, a lot of fun. I think it'd just be fun to hang out with John Goldman for a while. 'Cause he is hilarious. So that would be fun. I started going down through the list, and oh my God, I think half of the people on there would be, the good thing is, like John Battersby, I don't have to get on a plane to go see him. He's just in Georgia. That ain't that far away. So that would be a good one. And I even thought Zara. Zara is so sweet and so kind, and the food she posts looks absolutely amazing, and I would love to go hang out with her and eat. That would be great. So
she takes some awesome food photos too. Like just looking at her posts, like the way she, I don't know what she does, but like the way she has the plate of food set up and the way she takes that photo is always a satisfying sight.
Yeah, we have some people that's amazing photographers on there and are excellent at doing, taking photos of food, and she is one of them. The other one I would say would be.
Sorry, that's my dog. Yeah, that's my dog.
What kind of dog you got?
He's a mutt, as they say. I think he's half Shih Tzu, half something else. Not quite sure what else, but I think he's definitely got some mix of Shih Tzu in though. Yeah.
Nice. Those are usually as kind as your mutts. So.
Yeah. Oh my God. I named him Jaggy after my dad's Jaguar. Jaggy. Oh my God. Be quiet. Okay. He obviously doesn't know that I'm doing a podcast right now.
No idea. So that's funny. But yeah, I mean, Zara does do some fantastic photos. And the thing with her that kills me, that a lot of people, don't know, I hope she don't get mad at me for saying this, but I don't think she will. Is she has no idea, she don't speak English at all. And she has to, the way I take it from her is she has to translate everything and then make sure, because as she told me before, not everything translates appropriately. So she has a lot of work goes into those posts, where a lot of it's just, it's a good picture and write an article. We don't think anything about it, but I guess there are many people that like her that, have to really put a lot more work into it than we do. So
yeah.
And Natalie, our resident vegan, she does some fantastic photos and setup. So she does very well, but yeah, very well. So who would you go see on out off of FoodTribe, Leila?
I think I'd have to go visit you, Doug. I'd have to probably visit Jane as well. John, I think a lot of the same people that you mentioned, John Battersby, John Coleman. I think even Ben Wellham. He doesn't post super often on FoodTribe, but he does post fairly often. He does post some pretty cool stuff. Always looks delicious. All the pizzas he gets and all the fast food, and he does everything. Like even the stuff that he makes, like his homemade stuff, his pastas and all that. Who else? I didn't even make a short list. I haven't thought about it too much, but yeah.
Well, I got first thing this morning when I woke up. Of course, those of us, I guess, it's first thing you do is drinking coffee and cruising FoodTribe.
Yeah.
And post, and it just had me thinking, most of the morning. So it was like, oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I haven't had a whole lot of time to narrow it down, but it did, yeah.
So one other person I'd go visit is Viona's Melissa Houston. She is a hoot and a half. She posts some incredibly funny stuff. I mean, and all the different drinks and packets of chips, all the all the fast food, all the like funny little whole like VO approved, VO disapproved, all that. It's so funny. Yeah,
It's
I
hilarious.
definitely go visit VO.
Yeah, she would be hilarious, and you'd have to almost invite her brother because that dude can cook some amazing looking food on a grill, man.
Oh yeah.
Occasionally she posts back, and it's like, yeah, look. And I've told her, I was like, look, if I come visit you, you got to invite your brother over, okay? Look.
I'm not visiting you unless you invite your brother.
That would be bad. There's stipulations on it.
Yeah.
I was picking on her about her shoes, man. She posted them lemonade stand Twinkies the other day, and
Oh
I
my
was
god.
like, oh, I was excited. I was like, yeah, Twinkies. And then I read what they were, and I'm like, oh no, that
Oh no. Why is that a thing?
yeah, I was like, nope. And then I look down, and she has these bright colored shoes on, and I'm like, whoa, those shoes though, you know.
Never mind the Twinkies. Look at these
Yeah.
shoes.
I was completely distracted by the shoes, and the bad thing is I got my mom would love those because my mom loves brightly colored stuff like that, and that's bags. That's the first thing I thought of. I was like, oh my gosh, my mom would love them. So, but yeah, Theo would definitely have to be on that list, 100%. So that would be a trip. So yeah. I do real quick want to jump into a backstory that a lot of people probably don't know, which actually, leads up to why we're sitting here right now. For those who don't know, as I said, Leila is the leader of the fuel injection tribe over on FoodTribe. And, it's been a while back. I'm sure you could tell me how long ago, but you was trying to start Court of Cars. Back then, and I had been invited over to fuel injection, I believe, by Mason Bloom, if I remember right. Invited me because that's when you guys was looking for writers and people to come over and help, and join in on the tribe. And of course, I was always happy to come over and try to do something. I had been so used to writing food that I thought, well, I always wanted to do Drive Tribe and be a part of Drive Tribe. Here's my chance. And then I got over there and I thought, my goodness. And I had seen that you was trying to start your Court of Cars and it had been postponed, several weeks at a time, just because you was lacking people.
Well, I was lacking one individual who just kept not coming. It was the 12-year-old, Drove. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing these days, but he just kept having scheduling conflicts, yeah.
And I felt horrible. And I thought, she's wanting to get this started and, she's having problems. And you kept asking people. And I had seen in the chat where people would be like, yeah, well, maybe. And then they would back out on you. And you canceled it like 3 weeks or 4 weeks in a row or something like that.
Something insane, yeah.
Yeah. And I thought, okay, you know what? I'm going to jump in and do this, and I'll help. And I ain't gonna lie, I was scared to death. I thought, what have I got myself into? And I was more than happy to do it. But then as that time got closer and I realized, I actually have to do this now. And I started getting cold feet, to say the least. I thought, oh no, I don't know what I'm doing. I really never put myself out on the internet, much less, so that's always there. And obviously I done it, and I was hooked. Honestly, I've had a great time. We went from Court of Cars, and now we have evolved into Idle Banner. And every week when we record every week, I look forward to it. I mean, for those who don't know, we record on like at noon on a Sunday. And, I catch myself a lot of times. I'm there at like 11:30, tripod set up, camera, everything's ready to go. And I'm just sitting there like, let's
go. Yeah.
Yeah. And I am so wound up. And it's like, so in all reality, doing this, I had talked to Leila several times and said, we don't have anything like this for FoodTribe. And, there's a many a podcast and different video sessions going on over on DriveTribe. And I thought, no one's doing anything over on FoodTribe. And I thought, I'm already doing this, and we have done, oh my goodness, I don't even know how many videos now. And I'm having fun. And I thought, if I could get people to jump in from FoodTribe and do the same thing like what we're doing on over there, that would be, just a lot of fun. And that's how basically I ended up here. Leila's like, yeah, go for it. And she even offered to help me and stuff like that. Obviously, I need a lot of help with this because I am so technically unsavvy anymore. It's not funny. And, help get me set up and understand what I'm doing. And then I took it to a few tribers, Jane being one of them, Zara, I quite a few, even John Coleman. I sit and talk to him to find out what I could do and without stepping on any toes or crossing any lines. And, as always, FoodTribe is so supportive and always so positive with everything. And so many people was excited to see it, and, telling me, go for it, do it. And I ain't gonna lie, there again, cold feet set back in. And I thought, why am I so nervous to start this? I mean, I've been doing it with you for a while now, and Cody and Damon, let's not leave them out. And it's so much fun. And I thought, no, why am I so scared to do this by myself or, for FoodTribe? And then finally, even like I said, Zara come in and she kept pushing me. When are you going to start it? Have you recorded the first episode yet? And she would, she was on me all the time. Like, have you done it? When are we going to see it? I'm excited to see it. I'm like, okay. So believe it or not, she was the final push the other day to go ahead and make the first video. And now here I am. So that's a quick backstory for those people who don't know on why we're sitting here now. So
that's, I knew most of that, obviously, because I was involved with most of that Corticos and Idle Banter, but the whole thing about Charlie like pushing and going, do it, this is going to be awesome, that I didn't know that. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Well, and even Jane thought it was a great idea, and she was one of the ones who said that, if you do this, I'll jump in and help, and wanted to be a part of it. And as we all know, she's always pushing to make FoodTribe a better place and do more and try to take things up a notch all the time too. So it was nice to have that support. And one of the reasons I love FoodTribe is that supportive, positive nature. Everybody is so, just like I said, positive and supporting. So I want to thank you two for your support and, well, obviously supporting you're here. So.
Of course. Yeah, I've had so much fun doing all the different things I've done with you, Doug, so this is probably going to be another awesome, memorable thing. So, yeah, looking forward to it.
It's going to be a lot of time spending time in front of a camera.
That's not a bad way to spend my Sunday, not going to lie.
Well, no, I was thinking today, I thought, unfortunately we had to cancel on Idle Banner this week because of scheduling conflicts with Cody. And I thought, man, it's going to be all day because, what people don't understand is, you guys get to see maybe a half hour, maybe an hour, depending on the video and how it's cut. Mm-hmm. But we record for 3 and sometimes 4 hours.
Yeah, we just sit down and we just talk and talk and talk. We just go over all kinds of different topics and we just keep going for like 3 hours. So that, well, actually, why we do it like that is so that if we ever have a situation like this where we can't all make it to do a filming session, we'll have episodes already done that I can just, cut and edit and then post on YouTube, so I don't have to be continuously filming every 2 weeks, every week. So, but yeah, and I was thinking the same thing, Doug. I was like, geez, so 3 hours for Idle Banter, maybe another hour or 2 hours for Doug's new FoodTribe podcast. My whole day is backed up.
No, it's like we're gonna
time everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a time consuming
Yeah.
thing. And when you start at noon, and we've had podcasts that ran clear up till 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's like we're going to have to start earlier. It's like we're going to have to start at like 10 o'clock, and between filming the 2 and hope we're done by 4 or so in the afternoon. So yeah. Hopefully these don't turn into quite that long, but hey, it can happen. Look how fast it turned in, and the more people we bring in, of course, the more this could go on.
Yeah.
Because with the 4 of us on Idle Banner, it goes on for a while. So
It
yeah.
does. No, but the thing if I can just talk about Idle Banter just for a minute, the thing I love most about it is the fact that all 4 of us are so comfortable with each other. We just kind of talk like the 3 guys on, well, Old Taco and the Grand Tour do. They just kind of keep talking and they just kind of bounce ideas off each other. And it's nice to have that same kind of feeling of camaraderie, just like camaraderie and, this whole feeling of melding and having a good team of people. And yeah, so.
And we all have our own characteristics, and that's what I'm hoping to kind of build here. I'm not looking to necessarily have a set group of people all the time, because I would love to get different people, but of course we're always going to have kind of the same people on a regular. But we do have a nice blend together on Idle Banner where we all have different personalities, different likes, and different opinions even on things. And that causes some interesting times, like the last few times with me and Damon especially going on at each other about the Prius.
And sometimes me too, because let me tell you, okay, quick side story, I promise I won't make it long. Yesterday I went into Costco with my mom, and I pulled in, and we went into Costco, we bought stuff we needed to buy, and we came back out, and just as we were going up to our car, we saw a Prius pull in, and in typical Prius fashion, they did not pull in like into the space, they pulled in diagonally. And I was like, here we go, I've got to tell the Idle Banter guys about this tomorrow. I mean, it was just such a typical thing to do. I'm like, there we go. That's why we have so many stereotypes about these guys. Because they just don't fully know how to go straight into a space.
That's something we don't have here is a Costco.
You don't have Costco?
No. The most we have is a Sam's Club.
Sam's Club isn't bad. Yeah, I've been into one, I think, once or twice. Yeah, pretty good.
The Costco, though, does look really wild because it looks like it's got, like, restaurants and everything inside of it, or, like, their own, food kind of courts or whatever. And I ain't gonna lie, I have seen, there's been many people on FoodTribe who have posted stuff from Costco they bought, and you're like, I would eat that. That looks all right.
Yeah, no, obviously, it being a food podcast and getting it back to food, Costco has some amazing food. Honestly, like even the packaged stuff that you can buy, like packaged chicken or meat or like noodles, it's incredibly good quality, and you do pay a little bit extra, but it's worth the extra few bucks because it's quite good tasting stuff. And even the stuff in the food court, you got like a fruit smoothie, and they use actual fruit. They don't just like use processed like whatever beef that was somehow turned into a blueberry. They actually use fruit picked off of a tree or off a plant. Yeah. So it's delicious. Yeah, exactly. It's not out of a can that you bought for 99 cents.
Well, and that's what most of that stuff even looks like. I mean, I don't know if they still do, but I mean, our Sam's Club we have here, you could go up and buy some stuff, and I'm telling you, it was nothing you'd want. It's just absolutely nothing you would want. It's just, it looks iffy, smells funny.
It's like a 2-week-old beef that you just forgot about in the back of your fridge.
Well, what it kind of reminds you of is bad old school lunch. You're like, no.
Oh God, yeah. It's like, you know those Lunchables that you can buy, those like little, like,
Yeah,
I guess like packaged lunches.
yeah.
It's like if you left one of those just
Ooh,
out in the sun and
no,
just, yeah,
no.
absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. And Burger Wars killed me as it was. I don't know what I was thinking starting that series. Uh, I mean, it was kind of fun and all because it was something different. It got me out of my comfort zone because I've always griped, especially with John Coleman. Me and him go round and round. Well, I ain't gonna lie. Okay, John Coleman and Nolan Carter. I gotta call two people out. I love picking on poor Nolan over his McDonald's. Like, boy, there's better stuff out there. I promise you there's better stuff out there. McDonald's is not the pinnacle of food. Okay, it's not. And John Coleman takes up for him. And I'm like, you guys need to stop it. Just stop it. And so I guess, with that is, I knew if I'd done the whole Burger Wars thing that I knew, first of all, I was going to step on some toes because I knew I was probably going to badmouth some things that Nolan McDonald's people like, and but I don't eat out a lot as far as like fast food burger places. I don't, mine is occasionally ordering a pizza or something. That's KFC or something. That's about it. So then I realized why I don't eat out during that series, because there was some of them that were horrible, and it was like, I just want to throw this in the trash and stop the series now. And honestly, that is kind of what happened. I can't remember how many I done. I don't know, 10 or so. And I was doing this every week, and I just couldn't do it anymore. They were so nasty that and the McDonald's one broke me because what some people don't know is in one night I ate the chicken nuggets, the quarter pounder, and the Big Mac. So yes.
Okay, Doug, I have a few questions.
That makes my stomach hurt thinking about it again. So, okay, go for your questions.
How did you fit all of that into your stomach? And how did you not puke after eating all that?
I can eat a lot. When I only eat once a day. As everybody on FoodTribe knows, it's known fact. Anyway, I only eat once a day. But when I do eat, I do kind of make it count. The other thing is, let's face it, they're not, the commercials want to show the Big Mac as something you need to hold with two hands and, it's mass. It's really not. You can hold that thing with one hand and eat it. So eating it, okay, yeah, I was pretty full when I was all said and done with it. How I didn't get sick, I'm still questioning that one myself.
Because we all know that McDonald's beef isn't actually beef. It's like processed plastic or something.
Good.
Yeah. It's like styrofoam that was put through a processing plant so many times that somehow it turned into beef.
Yeah. And I knew when I done that, I of course during Burger Wars, I done it to where whatever was most commented from that restaurant is what I had. And it was such a close run, believe it or not, between the quarter pounder and the Big Mac. And I thought, oh no. And so I thought, I was going to torment poor Nolan and John Coleman a little bit. So I decided, okay, well, I'm going to buy the quarter pounder and the Big Mac, and I'm going to post the quarter pounder first because I just wanted to ruffle some feathers. And I was going to make it out. And since it was such a close call in the comments, that it was going to be fun because if anybody actually went through the comments and cared enough to go through and try to count head to head to see which one won, it would be really close. And it was hilarious because then I had to, call out some people. And I really thought Nolan was going to show up at my front door mad. I posted that. And the chicken nuggets only happened because, first of all, a lot of people actually did post for me to get chicken nuggets. But John Coleman, John Coleman led that. And he was like, no, you need to try them. They're fantastic, because that's why he Uber Eats all the time, I guess. And even Rachel Hogg jumped in talking about, you got to do chicken nuggets. They're just, the greatest thing since gold, I guess. And so I thought, okay, so I had to do that. So I bought all this stuff in one night and ate it all and done all my photos. So that was the worst part, was I knew when I got it, I was going to do the quarter pounder. So I done all the photos, set up for all that, hurried up, made it, and then had to set back up, rephoto for the or the Big Mac, do all that, ate that, and then had to set up to do the pictures for the chicken nuggets, which as you see, I just rushed that. I didn't care about that. And banged them out. So a lot of the food was cold by the time, which made it worse. It was like, oh, this is even worse. It's cold. And yeah. And then poor Nolan's yelling at me when I did finally post the Big Mac, saying I rigged it and all that other stuff. How do I rig it? It's like, how do I rig my opinion? I don't know.
Okay, here's one thing you gotta understand about this poor child whose name is Nolan. He just likes to make people mad. So even if it's not true, he's like, oh, you cheated. Just because he likes to stir the pot, That's just who he is. So,
well, evidently, when he comes over to FoodTribe, evidently that slows down, because over there he's very friendly. He's really nice, and I really like Nolan. I do. He's really cool. We do pick on each other though, and it is that it's done in a very friendly way. And because anytime he posts McDonald's, he always mentions me in the comments, because he knows it's just going to, and when I answer him, it's always something like, you still haven't learned any better, have you? It's like, it's a very friendly, just kind of poking each other in the ribs kind of thing. Which is another reason I love FoodTribe so much, is you can do that and people don't take it near as seriously. And it's done in fun, and, well, even John Coleman, man. I mean, first of all, I get away with calling him Sir Juicy John Coleman. I mean, come on. That's just brilliant. There's a lot of nicknames that float around on FoodTribe for people. Obviously, Jane's got resident ramenologist because of her whole ramen series, and it's all in great fun. And that is one thing I gotta say with FoodTribe, is you really have to be more careful on stuff like that. It seems like.
Even with the same people, like take Nolan for example, he's fine on FoodTribe, but on FoodTribe, if you upset him, oh no, I've been on that end. It's not fun. So, I don't know what it is about FoodTribe versus FoodTribe, but even like the same people who are super friendly on FoodTribe can be absolutely nasty on FoodTribe, and I don't know why.
Yeah. I have no idea. I just, that's one of the reasons. I mean, I do the podcast and stuff with you and Cruz. Usually, if I am on FoodTribe, it's for the fuel injection tribe. I'm usually floating around over there because that's where Damon and Cody and a lot of them are. Honestly, FoodTribe's a whole other animal compared to FoodTribe, and you feel like you're in the wild jungle when you're over there in FoodTribe now. Whereas you come back over to FoodTribe, and it is such a different atmosphere. Even how people talk to each other is so different. It's a much more polite and relaxed kind of site, whatever you want to call it. And I think that's why, I've settled in over there as opposed to going over to, FoodTribe like I originally wanted to do. It's just so much different.
Yeah. No, I don't. Yeah, it's definitely something about I think maybe it's the people. It's a question I've had for a long time. Like, why is FoodTribe just so much more chill and calm and laid back. Yeah, I don't know.
I think we always try to keep it such a loving environment, just try to keep it very welcoming to everybody, that it just embraces everybody that way and they react the same.
I agree. Because that is something, of course, FoodTribe is so huge now. I mean, let's face it. When I joined FoodTribe, it was smaller than FoodTribe is now. So it was really, a lot different. And over the years, it has just grown into what it is. New people can come on and you don't even know they exist. Literally, you can get lost in the mix. If some new person shows up on FoodTribe, I mean,
It's obvious.
Yeah, me and Jane and a few others are part of Zara. Bring Zara back into this. I hope I'm saying her name right, by the way. I guess she can correct me later if I don't. There's a few of us that we have deemed ourselves the unofficial welcoming committee. And there's always that welcome to FoodTribe. If you need anything, people get kind of set in, and as soon as their number one post goes up, they're welcomed in by several people, and they know that if they have any questions, anything, please feel free to get a hold of any of us. And that really helps bring people in, because there's been a lot of people. Well, I'm going to use her again. Sorry, Zara. That's why she stayed, was because she said when she come into FoodTribe, everybody welcomed her immediately, was willing to help her, and she said, she got showed the love and she loved it, and now she's where she's at. And that's one of the reasons she says she's part of it and she welcomes people, is because she wants people to feel the same way she did when she came in. And I think that's a huge testament to FoodTribe. I really do. And it's something that a lot of people don't know, but it is a good thing that just don't happen in the bigger platform of FoodTribe.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty good way of putting it, actually, Doug. FoodTribe is intimate, and it's not so big. It's not. I think the way I'm going to put this is FoodTribe is turned into a bit of a machine, whereas FoodTribe is still like a family.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is. Mostly because, well, so many of us have become close on FoodTribe. We have Discord, of course, we all got on, and we actually there's the FoodTribe Discord and the FoodTribe Discord and all this, and there's a bunch of us that made our own splinter Discord room, and we're all FoodTribers, and we go over there and hang out because it can be us being us. Little inside note to some people, I guess, who don't know. And, we're not trying to isolate ourselves. Anybody, we'll invite you over. That's fine. It's cool. And it's us being us. And we do video calls. There for a while, it was almost weekly. And those were great because much like our podcast, we just sit and talk, and we have been on there for 4 and 5 hours sometimes. And some of these people, like Ramon and some of the others, Amelia, Mig, another fantastically nice person, and Ramon. I mean, we've gotten to know Ramon. Jane knows. I mean, she's on them video calls with us. He is so funny. That dude, he could almost be a stand-up comedian. He is hilarious. And he don't even try to be most of the time. He's just telling stories and talking about things, and you are laughing. I mean, he's a great guy. And so we have actually got to know each other quite a bit. Tabitha Fraser is another one. She joins in on the calls. And Fulana. And a lot of these people were up until 2 or 3 in the morning. And for us, it's like 4, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're still just having fun. And it's like, we got to go to bed, and it's just so much fun. So we have literally gotten to know each other in a way. I mean, we've never actually met each other, but in some ways, I feel like we kind of have, because, well, we have this great platform like this where you can see each other, talk to each other, and even show each other things, you know, like, well, we got to watch Ramon build his keyboard again, and
Of all the things he thought to show you.
Oh no, he spilled wine on his keyboard and had to take it all apart.
yeah.
Oh.
You have
He
to-
had a,
And on that bombshell.
yeah.
Mm.
and it was honestly just the three of us. There was a few other people we was trying to get involved, but it was a last minute call. And we was going to, like, Felipa Santos, she's joins in with us. There's a few other people, like I said, that jump in on this. Fulana. And so anyway, nobody else can make it. So it was just me and Jane and Ramon. And we still had a ball. We sit and laugh. He had this 33-year-old bottle of wine. 33-year-old bottle of wine. This thing was covered in dirt, Leila. And
Oh, okay.
it was nasty. And he turns it up because the cork is starting to rot. And it was like this black green cork. It was just starting to rot. He was trying to get the wine opener down inside of it. And it was just, the cork was disintegrating. Instead of going into it, it was just disintegrating into it.
He was thinking of drinking that stuff?
Yeah, well, it kind of turned into a dare, didn't it, Jane? He posted it on FoodTribe because I guess a friend of his had given it to him for helping him move or something. Anyway, and Ramon took it and he was posting it, and everybody's like, drink it, you know, and he's like, I'll probably die. And, well, and then he put a thing on. He said, you know what? He, like a lot of us, we're going to leave it to the tribe. You all decide. And of course, everybody, you know, drink it. So sure enough, he said, well, if I drink it, I want it to be on a call. I want other people. He said, well, as he told us, he goes, if I die during this call, post my video. It was so funny. So anyway, he finally gets the cork out of the thing. And all this stuff is floating in this bottle. You can see it. And it had like crystallized sugar in the bottom of it. And yeah. So yeah, you think it is, Leila.
I'm laughing just thinking about it. Imagine if he was actually who now talking about it. I'd be busting out laughing, dying.
Oh,
You'll have to go look it up. You have to check out that video.
I will. He put it on FoodTribe?
yeah.
Oh, I got it.
Go to my profile. I have it pinned to the top of my profile too.
Okay, I'll go check that out.
This
I can imagine him just drinking that. Oh boy.
Well, he pours it into his wine glass, and he's sitting there, and he's ever so sophisticated, he's swirling around, and you see like cork and this crystallized sugar stuff in the bottom of the glass. Oh, it was bad. And so anyway, he decides to take a drink of it, and we were sitting there waiting because I was just waiting for him to spray it all over the computer and the camera and everything. I thought, no, he's going to vomit. And then he told us because he had a trash can or something like right beside him just in case it went wrong. And anyway, he tasted it. He's like, you know what? That's really good. And he was talking about how sweet it was and how nice it was. And he's like, I wonder, because the guy's got another bottle. I wonder if I can get another one. Well, we got to laughing and talking and kind of moved on to other things during our little conversation there. And he was talking about trying to filter that out so he didn't swallow that green nasty cork and all the that went through the glass. And he come up with, he had them tea bags that you put like loose tea in to brew tea.
Yeah.
And so basically he had a tea bag condom over the top of this bottle, as he called it. And so it would filter out all the stuff in the bottle before he poured it into his glass. And he went to pour it, and it just went everywhere. Everywhere but in his glass. And we got to laughing so hard. And he's all upset because now his keyboard is coated in 33-year-old wine. And he's going off because it's okay. It's a waterproof or liquid proof keyboard. And that's how it was advertised, that you can dump anything on it. It'll be fine. Yeah, well, it wasn't. It started sticking on him. Stuff started sacking up. Well, the rest of the night, we sit and literally watched him disassemble this keyboard down to like a big computer chip. He took framework, everything apart. I guess the part of being an engineer. And we watched him scrub and clean. And, well, honestly, me and Jane just didn't laugh at him most of the time. I mean, that's really what it was. And this went on for what, Jane? 2 hours or so?
Oh, at least 2 hours.
Yeah. Oh, my chest and stomach hurt so bad from laughing. It was a great time. And he was such a great sport. I mean, he didn't get upset. He didn't get mad. He just, now I got to clean it, you know, and he just went on. He is a really great guy. And that's why I say we have gotten to know some of these people pretty well. You know, we've talked everything food, just the life and different things. And we all have our inside jokes, too. I mean, well, today I had to explain to Fyffe about me and candles. And
what do you mean? Okay, Doug, I think you're going to have to explain this to me, too.
Well, the candles ain't so bad as me eating children that got some attention. Anyway.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Me?
You did what?
Yeah, I really love eating candles and children. Yeah, it's not as bad as it sounds. It does sound pretty bad. But anyway,
Cannibal.
I was in the comments talking to, I think it was Fulana and Amelia. And we were talking, well, anytime you're talking with Fulana, it's always sweets, candies, pies, cakes, and, well, wine. You know, that's all the stuff she steals. So anyway, and I was on my phone, as I do everything with, is my phone. And autocorrect got in the way, and I went to type candies, and I didn't realize it, but it auto-corrected candies to candles, and I didn't catch it, so I hit send to send the comment. Well, you don't mess up like that on FoodTribe. People call you on it quick. And next thing I know, Amelia Mig is laughing at me, telling me how I love to eat candles. And I'm like, what are you on about? Because I didn't even know it. And I'm like, what? Candles? So I'm scrolling. And then by that time, Fulana's making fun of me. I mean, you know, everybody's making fun of me for eating candles. And so anyway, I'm scrolling through the comments. And sure enough, I find that it had changed it to candles. So, and of course, if anybody knows, if you already have, tip and trick, if you already have likes on a comment and you edit it, it deletes those likes from the comments. So if you have like 3 or 4 likes on a comment and you realize something like I did, that you put candles instead of candies, if you delete that comment, you lose those likes. So little tip and trick. So a lot of times you'll see me leave bad spelling and punctuation, all kinds of stuff in, because it's already got likes on it. So at that point, I already had several likes on the comment, so I just left it. I thought, no, and then it just turned into fun. Everybody was laughing about it. Well, on another post, I can't even remember who all was on that one. I know it well. There again, Amelia. Amelia is great at this kind of stuff. She's another sweet person. She is so much fun. I was typing something about chicken, and autocorrect turned chicken into children. So I was talking about how I love like fried children or something like that.
No, I think it's barbecue children.
Barbecue children, that's what it was. And how it was such one of my favorite things, and they were so tasty. And so now, in these certain times, if certain things come up, especially Amelia, God bless her, she is so quick to pull up the candles and, you know, children thing. And yeah, so yeah. Inside joke. I love eating candles and children. That's that fun nature coming through with Food Tribe that, we don't get upset about things like that. It's just fun, and nobody takes anything too seriously, obviously.
Most of the
Prime
time.
example of not taking anything seriously is Fulana. I mean, she changed her and nicknames. Oh my goodness, nicknames are huge on there. Some of us have many. Some of us have many.
Doug.
Yeah, I got like 3. Jane's got ramenologist and stuff. So I mean, and Fulana got named Food Burglar because she was always running around stealing people's food.
Now,
And
here's the question: what would possess Fulana to go steal people's food?
it's just her thing. I have no idea.
And how did she not get sent to jail?
I know. She always used the emojis and stuff to make it look like she was running for people's food, and and she always had this thing where she talks about her what is it, her she hid food even from her husband and stuff, wasn't it, Jane?
Yeah, I believe so. So he wouldn't take it from her.
Yeah, because he tries to limit her sweets and stuff like that. And she always laughed about a corner or something in her house where she hid all her pastries and candies and her wines and all that. And it just kind of bred off that. So when people, would post like especially pastries and wine and stuff, it became a thing because we got to laughing at her hiding food from her husband and stuff. It there again just translated into part of her personality on Food Tribe. So next thing you know, she was talking about, people would post something and she's like, it's mine. And, she would talk about stealing it and running away with it. And that evolved into its whole nother creature on its own because now she's got a flying dragon. So you always see like mine and then a little dragon. And she flies around the world on her dragon stealing food from people. This tells you the silliness we get into that a lot of people don't catch. I mean, like I said, we've gotten to know each other. We have so many inside jokes and just so much inside information with each other that we do these kind of things. She has made a footprint with the little emoji with the wide eyes. And anytime you see that emoji, it's Fulana. It's Fulana because every comment she has is usually mine and then that wide-eyed emoji and then a dragon and her running. It's yeah. And then we got like, Amelia, which was hilarious. That turned into a whole thing on its own. Fulana has her dragon and Amelia has her pierogi tank. And it's a tank. We get silly up in Food Tribe. We do. It's silly. And for a long time, Amelia was chasing Fulana. Trying to put her dragon down with her pierogi tank. And it just turns into this just hilariousness. And now Fulana has a thing for Ramon's pastries because he's always, if you ever pay attention to Ramon, it's pastries, wines, waffle, and them waffles look amazing. Let's face it, them Dutch waffles look. I could eat. Yeah. Anyway, and so Fulana was always coming into the comments talking about stealing his food, and then he got into now it's him and her back and forth, and he has done videos where he loves archery. And it showed him like in his backyard, I don't know, in a yard somewhere. And he has his bow and arrow and stuff out. And he says, I'm practicing to ward off Fulana and her dragon. And he's shooting these arrows. You see him shooting these arrows. And he's got this dragon downrange. And he's shooting at this dragon. It is so much fun. And that's what I think makes Food Tribe so special is just that you get to know each other. And it is like a little family. I mean, we pick on each other the same way, and we laugh at each other in the same way. And no one really gets offended over anything. We all are, we try to take it in good nature and have fun with everything and not get so serious and upset over stuff. So, and that makes it a lot better, a lot more, close-knit feeling, like you said, a family.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, well, there's so many inside jokes if you hang around in the comments like me and Jane do. There's just so many. In fact, there's so many I can't even keep up with them all right now. I was trying to think of a few more, and there's just so many of them. It's just so many that And John Coleman is a part of that too. He is. I mean, he is not afraid. Obviously, everything chorizo based is obviously John Coleman. And of course, picking on him about McDonald's and everything else. So, and everybody there again, everybody has great fun. And I have been on my phone, and I have been sitting on my porch even just going through comments and posts and stuff like that, and literally just laughing out loud. And people don't understand. A lot of times, if I give you an award for the LOL award, it's literally because I'm either on my couch or wherever I'm at, and I am busting up laughing because there is so many things that are just so funny, and it's great. It's just so much fun. So the different conversations you have with people and getting to know them. So
Yeah, I think another thing about John Coleman though. Okay, we got chorizo, we got McDonald's, and we got pink Bentley Bentegos.
Oh my god! Oh, it's so hideous. Oh.
I mean, no, honestly, people would make whole posts on FoodTribe and FoodTribe with all these pink vans, pink Bentleys, pink anything, and they go, "Here, this is for John Coleman." Like,
yeah. And the boy put ice cream on everything. I mean, everything.
Well, I seen a pink Mustang the other day. I almost took a picture because I was like, "There's John Coleman." I didn't get a chance to take it.
I don't know if you guys saw the post I made on FoodTribe about that. I think it was a pink Chevy Corvette.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Someone commented, "Oh no, it's John Coleman. He's coming for you." And I was like, "Oh no."
Yeah.
Try to shove it into post skill and just go away, leave immediately.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is well, like when you posted the pink Corvette, my wife absolutely despises pink cars.
She's the opposite of John Coleman.
And I'm trying to zoom it up, like, ooh, look, and then I just kind of showed it to her, and yeah, she was so upset. And if she's seen a pink Mustang, she'd probably sure to burn it to the ground. She loves Mustangs, and to see a pink one, that would get her. She had a fit over the pink Jeep in the parking lot. I could imagine a pink Mustang. That would do it. So that would do it. So yeah. But yeah, he does. He has so many. What's his nickname? What's Amelia call him? Was it the Duke of Australia or something like that?
Something like that.
He's got, let's see, Duke of Australia, Sir Juicy John, and trying to remember. There's another nickname he has over there too, and I can't remember what that happened. And Sir Juicy John come about because oh my, it's been a while ago. I made a burger dedicated to him, and it was made Juicy Lucy style. That's how Juicy John come about instead of Juicy Lucy. And it was a burger stuffed with chorizo instead of cheese. And then I had sliced chorizo that had been cooked and stuff and laid on top of it. And so it was this very heavy chorizo cheeseburger. So I thought it was funny, instead of saying, Juicy Lucy, it was Juicy John. So it became Juicy John. And then what was it? He said something about I never called him sir or anything like that. And he was giving me a hard time there for a while. I don't even remember what started that now.
Was that when Valentina Z had done the thing on you?
I can't remember. It could have been. That's been so long ago. The interview?
It was talking about Ohio and how we still do like sir, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that is what it was. And he gave me a hard time. He said, "Well, you've never called me sir." So I immediately, every time I talked to him, it was like, well, Sir John, and it was just, I never done it in the, like more formal sir, ma'am kind of way. It was just, I almost give him like knighthood by calling him Sir John. And then I just tacked on Sir Juicy John. And it grew from there. It just grew from there. So yeah, the nicknames on FoodTribe are hilarious at times. So maybe that's how you feel. You've been actually adopted in is when you've been given a proper nickname. So yeah,
I have yet to be given a nickname. See, the thing is, I think I've been adopted. The people act like I've been adopted in, but they haven't given me a nickname yet.
Oh, hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Cough, cough.
We'll have to get the committee because we actually, believe it or not, there was what was it? Well, it was Jane, me, Fulana, Amelia. I can't remember who was there. And we said something about we was going to make ourselves the official nicknaming committee.
I think Tabitha was with us too.
Oh, Tabitha Fraser. Yeah, she was involved in that too. Let's see. Hers is what the speaker of noms. So, because
everything's nom is nom-tastic and
yeah, nomalicious and all this other stuff. So she got designated speaker of noms. So it's just goofiness, man. Emilia depends on who you talk to because it's either master of pierogi, or what's the other one? Master of pierogi, or what was it?
Pierogi queen.
Pierogi queen. That's the other one. Because of course, her being Polish, pierogi. So yeah, she's got that one. And then Fulana obviously become Fulana food burglar because of her stealing food all the time.
And flying around on a dragon.
Hey,
Honestly, I'm kind of jealous. I want to fly around on a dragon and steal people's delicious food.
Right? I was even. I was even graced enough that she sent the dragon to me one day, so I could go fly around and take. I felt. People think we're absolutely crazy, especially if somebody stumbles across this video and has never heard of FoodTribe and has no idea what we're on about. This is going to
okay. No, that honestly, if you put this on YouTube and people just happen to click on it and they don't know what FoodTribe is, there's going to be a whole fight down in the comments going, "What the heck are you guys talking about? You guys have lost your minds. What are you talking about?"
They're talking about flying around on dragons, stealing food. One dude eats children and candles, and
and this other one doesn't know what Costco is. What's this?
No idea what Costco is. I've never been there.
Yeah. And the other one makes noodles, and the other one that hasn't been given a nickname yet, and she's just, and then the other one likes pink Bentleys, and what's this? And who's Gigi John? Is that some sexual innuendo? What's going on?
Yeah, right. Oh, it's just too much, It really is. Yeah, that's what, but it shows. I mean, we have a lot of fun. It's always, and that's why it does feel like a family. I mean, because of that, we joke around, and we have fun, and it's like you would if you was, a family. So it is very relaxed and fun. But if you didn't know, and you come in and read these things, you would think these people were absolutely out of their mind. But
that's what makes it fun. We're all just insane, but in a good way.
Yeah. Speaking of which, are you going to be doing any more of the cooking series from James May, or have you kind of?
I'm not done with that yet, but it has been taken on a hiatus because when I started that, I was still at home for school, but now I'm going back actually to the campus for school, so I haven't had time in the middle of the day to like cook food. You know, I can't just cook food at school. I wish, but yeah. But I'm gonna be bringing it back at some point. Definitely, it's not going away yet. I have some things that I'm gonna be experimenting with and playing around with. Yeah.
I was wondering, 'cause I hadn't seen you do anything with that for a while, and I thought, well, I didn't know.
No, that's honestly one of my favorite things I've done on FoodTribe. So it's not gonna go away now. And the next thing I want to do is I don't know if you guys saw that post I did a couple months ago when I was just beginning the whole James May food experiment thing. I made bananas and custard with like the actual like Devon custard that James May made it with, and if you saw my post, I hated it. Hated it.
Yep.
But I was thinking, what if I made it with lemon custard instead? So I'm gonna try that again, and hopefully this time I won't puke. So yeah, I've got some ideas. So
yeah, oh good. I know. I tried the apple peanut butter honey sandwich thing. That you had done. And I went back and watched the original James May video, and he had butter in it. Well, yeah, that spreadable butter he talks about anyway. And right, that.
Invented in 1903. No, 1901. I love when Lucy edits it and she's like, when was slow pack invented? 1901, James.
Yeah. Great. And I thought, I am not putting butter on it. I like the honey, I like the peanut butter, I'll do the apples, but I am not putting butter on this. I'm not. First of all, I don't know what that butter is. I don't know. We don't have that over here. Maybe it's like a margarine, best I can guess. Maybe, I don't know. But we in our household use real butter. You know, so I thought that just seems a little to
excessive.
Me. Yeah. Look, no. But I tell you what, I was really happy. I love peanut butter. Everybody knows that's my chocolate. I love honey. Honey's just, well, it's honey. It's good. And I like apples. And I thought, hey, why not? And it was funny because it fell during that whole fakeaways thing we were trying to promote for James on FoodTribe. And and I was looking around and I was like, what am I going to fix? And I looked, and there was an old Granny Smith. I shouldn't say old Granny Smith apple because it was still still good. You know, there wasn't like rotten or anything. It wasn't like liquefied or anyway.
Ew.
And I thought I got this apple that needs ate, and then I got to looking around, and I thought, ooh, I don't know if I have bread because bread is something that just it don't make it in this house. We don't need a lot of actual sliced bread. So I thought I don't know if I have any bread, and I had like 2 pieces and a heel. And I was like, ooh, that finishes that out. So I checked it over, made sure it wasn't, bad. And, of course, there was a jar of peanut butter. I looked, and it was literally enough for a sandwich. Literally, that was it. So I was like doing the full scraping and getting it all out. So it worked out perfect for that. And the whole fakeaways thing we were doing. And like I said, once I made it, I diced the apples up really fine. And I gotta say, I would eat that again, no problem. That was enjoyable. I didn't do the slices like he did of apple. I kind of chopped it up a little more fine, so that way it was just easier to eat. And I liked it. In fact, I'd eat another one right now if I had apples, but that's the only thing I'm missing. So yeah, I was kind of glad you posted that one because when I seen that, I was like, hey, I like those things, and that was a double win because not only did I get to try a good sandwich, but I got to have a post for the fakeaways thing we were doing. So
yeah, if I can just mention what the most disgusting, revolting, most hateful thing I ever made on that James May food thing was the Spam sandwich.
Oh.
I mean, and here I was thinking that my bananas and Devon custard was bad. Oh no. Mm-mm. 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 Spam. on whole wheat bread with the butter and with the Branston pickle. Yeah, with the like diced Branston pickle. Oh no. Mm-mm.
See, I've
Okay,
never had Branson
since you
pickle.
had Branston pickle, what is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, it's diced pickle with like spices.
So is it sweet?
Um, I wouldn't. It's kind of. It's not sweet. It's kind of almost. It's not. It's not quite. You know, this is difficult to explain. It's not sweet, but it's not sour, but it's not quite spicy. It's kind of in the middle of all those. It's kind of like a mix. It's an interesting flavor. It's a little bit salty. Um,
Ooh.
yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the way to explain it. I don't know. I think you'll just have to go out and buy it and try it yourself. It's good though. It's good. It made the spam sandwich a little bit more enjoyable, but not quite as enjoyable as I needed it to be. So I did end up throwing it away and making myself some pizza. I had a couple slices of pizza left over. I'm like, no, I'm gonna have that instead.
Well, and you know, if it's already salty, I mean, our pickles here, you know, have a bit of salt because of the brine they're put in. And if, oh my goodness, I do think that, you know, British people do like salty stuff because, well, Marmite. Anyway, and I had the unpleasant fortune to try that stuff. Oh, and you know, spam as a rule is salty too. I haven't had it in a long time for reasons. And I couldn't,
Understandably.
yeah, I couldn't imagine if the pickle is as salty as you say, and then putting that on something as high sodium as spam. Well, you just might as well just get you a salt shaker out and a spoon and just go to work. You know, I can't do it. You know.
Yeah. The pickle. Here's the thing about the pickle. It added a dimension to the spam, but the spam is just so salty and the flavor of it just cuts through so much that it's like I didn't even put the pickle on to begin with.
Oh,
So I was like putting heapings of this pickle on, trying to like make the spam less pungent, and I just couldn't. And like if you try the pickle on its own, it's pretty flavorful, but obviously not enough for the specially processed, whatever spam stands for. I don't know, specially processed ham meat stuff. Yeah, yeah. It was bad. It was bad. So bad. So bad. Mm-mm.
No.
One thing, and James May talks about spam like it's a delicacy, and it just isn't. Okay,
No.
it just isn't.
No, it's
bad.
not.
he probably still also falls into the idea of some of us that had to kind of grow up on it. I do remember as a kid, my parents frying spam up, put American cheese on, and you're having pretty much like a spam burger. You put like Miracle Whip on it. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Jane. How does he not die of food poisoning?
I don't think I could do it. I see that's something growing up. Spam wasn't really a thing for us. I had it a few times growing up, and I don't even think it was my parents who made it. I had it like at friend's house or something like that. But you know, looking back, especially going back and visiting some of the things from childhood, is I think it's just a child thing because I don't remember disliking it as a kid. The few times I had it, but now as an adult, no, can't do it. We tried it a while, oh goodness, years ago again, out of just curiosity, and no, couldn't do it. No, couldn't do it. But this is all coming from me. I don't eat bologna and hot dogs because it's just a little too processed for me. You know, The only way I can eat bologna is if I can put enough cheese, potato chips, and mayonnaise on it that I don't taste the bologna. That's the only way I can do that.
You might as well just eat the cheese and mayo and chips on their own.
I have actually tried that.
And just like forfeit the bologna and just not eat it.
Well, hot dog. The only way I can eat a hot dog is I have to cut it in half lengthwise because I can't eat the whole thing. And then I have to coat it in enough cheese, chili, onions, all that I don't taste it. And then I'm fine. And then it's like, hey, I can eat this. And that leads me up to like, Jane, you and Christy Sanders, you took a thing from her, wasn't it? Or no?
Oh, I haven't posted it yet.
Christy,
but Christy done a pizza dog.
Right.
Oh,
it was actually pretty good. Took the bun and you're putting pepperoni in there. Put your hot dog, sauce, cheese, and more pepperoni.
Yeah. And I thought, that is something I would almost try because if I could put enough cheese, pepperoni, and different things on it, I could probably get it down. Because I can't do hot dogs. I can't do it. Especially considering when I was a kid, I had a golden retriever and a border collie, and I always, I gave them people food. It's just what I done, and they wouldn't eat a hot dog. And I thought, you know what? If a dog will not eat a hot dog, no, I'm not going to either. So yeah, backed that one out quick. So I've not ate them since. So not my thing. But thinking of flavor, the post you done, was it yesterday, the shawarma post?
Yeah.
Okay, that looks fantastic. I have seen and heard about shawarma. In fact, some of the YouTubers I watch are big fans of shawarma. I hope I'm even saying it right. I might get ridiculed for the way I'm saying it, but I'm pretty sure that's right. The shawarma, and that stuff looks amazing. It really does.
That was amazing. I can't believe what I've been missing out on.
That good, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, I can attest to shawarma. I had some of it during the whole Texas snowpocalypse, big, like, heavy snowstorm power outage thing. And it was some of the best food. I don't know if it was just like the situation I was in or if it was like genuinely amazing food, maybe a combo of both, but it was delicious. Yeah. They had this like sauce on it. It was so good. Yeah.
Just so happened I found the marinade on a markdown. I was like, hey, I've been wanting to try that, so why not?
Oh, nice. That helps. Finding stuff on markdown definitely helps. I assumed it was like Indian food. It's so packed with flavor. Because when you kind of see what's in it, and you realize, we don't have those kind of restaurants here. We don't have Middle Eastern or Indian restaurants here at all. I mean, I'm small town. We don't have that. And we got to try from our friend Shivam. He was teaching us different things on FoodTribe of Indian food, and I had a few of those, and it is so flavorful and so just absolutely packed with flavor. And that's when I fell in love with masala omelets. It's just so much flavor going on there. And when I seen that shawarma, that's the first thing I thought of is just something that is just an overload of flavor. Just, So, man, I'll have to try that someday. I'll have to break down and do it. And plus, if you get to grill, it makes it even better. It makes it even better.
Grilling things just makes almost anything improved. You just improve it by shoving it on the grill and just cooking it. Yeah.
And now we have barbecue tribes, so we get to do those. So and have a proper place to put them. So that makes life a lot nicer because we've been crying about that. Well, I shouldn't say crying about it, but griping about that for last year. And our wishes were finally granted. So that was cool. So, And it's doing well. It's nice to see it doing well. A lot of posts going through there. I know the competition helped, but there was a lot of us that just wanted it. So it was nice to have it. So dude, I guess I don't know, how long have we been recording now? Anybody know?
About an hour and a half ish.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. If there's anything you guys want to promote, talk about real quick, go for it.
I think I've done all my promoting and demoting. Do not have a spam sandwich or bananas and lemon custard. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't waste your money on that. Do not waste your time. Do not waste your saliva and your tongue. No.
Don't damage your taste buds.
Yeah, not damage your brain, your taste buds, anything. Just nope. Stick to all the good food, okay? Yeah.
Well, there you go. Jane, you got anything?
Always be willing to try something new. Preferably not spam, but
I'm sorry. Every time though I hear somebody talk about spam, that whole Monty Python thing goes through my head. I can't not. The whole just plays out in my head while people's talking about it. It's hilarious, the things that pop up. So cool. Well, I guess if you want, we'll just stop it here and see where this goes. I want to thank everybody who bothers to watch this. Thank you. Of course, like, subscribe if you like this kind of content.
And comment.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I will definitely go check out Leila over on Fuel Injection. Jane on FoodTribe, and check out the Idle Banter Court of Cars. I'll leave a link to everybody down in the description, to Leila and to Jane on both. Jane, you have a YouTube channel too, don't you?
yes.
Okay, what's that?
Jane's Homemade Goodness.
Jane's Homemade Goodness. Okay, well, I'll have to get that from you, and I'll leave a link for that in the bottom of the video as well. And we hope to do this again and see y'all sometime soon. Thanks for watching.